Marking and cutting of fabric for pocket pouch and lining for pants. In the previous session, we cut fabric for the back piece of pants. At the end of the session, you will be able to mark and cut the pocket pouch and lining for pants on fabric. Now let's see how to mark the pocket pouch and lining on fabric. First, let's turn the view of the pattern for the convenience of marking and cutting on fabric. First, place the front piece over the 4 layers of lining piece, which is quarter of the hip circumference plus 2 inches wide, and trace the outlines of the front piece onto the lining fabric. Make a mark where the hip line joins the side seam. This is point 2. Then make a mark where the hip line and the front crutch meet. This is point 8. Then measure along the front crutch and make a mark where the curve starts. In our case, it is 7 inches. This is point 1. From point 2, measure 3.5 inches down and make a mark. This is point 3. Draw a right angle line from point 2. Now find the midpoint of line 2-8. Here, we get it as 6.5 inches. This is point 5. From point 5, measure 3.5 inches down and make a mark. This is point 11. Join points 5 and 11. From point 11, measure 2.5 inches inwards and make a mark. This is point 12. Now join points 2.12 and 1.11. Then find the midpoint of 1.11. This will be point 13. Again find the midpoint of 1.13. This will be point 14. Similarly, find the midpoint of 11.13. This will be point 15. Now from point 14, measure 1 inch inwards and make a mark. This is point 16. Similarly, from point 15, measure ½ inches outwards and make a mark. This is point 17. Now join points 1, 16, 13, 17 and 11 in an S shape. Join points 11 and 2 in a shape. Measure 1.13. Now starting from point 10, measure the same distance and make a mark as shown here. This is point 18. Join points 18 and 13. From point 6, measure 1.5 inches downwards and make a mark. This will be point 19. Again from point 2, measure 2 inches upwards and make a mark. This is point 20. Thus we have finished marking the pocket pouch and lining on fabric. As you can see here, this smaller piece will be the pocket lining and this bigger piece will be the pocket pouch. Now cut along the drafted lines. Make notches at point 2 and point 19. Now take 2 layers of fabric and cut along line 13-18. Thus we have finished marking and cutting fabric for pocket lining and pocket pouch on fabric. With that, we've come to the end of this session. In the next session, we will see how to mark and cut fabric for pocket facing for pants.